Please do not leave vulgar or hurtful reviews on the story. If you do, I will pour hot acid down your throat and break all of your fingers while your children watch.
If you do, I'm gonna break into your house and tear your life in half!
Thank you. Enjoy the fanfiction. Alright, Sonic, you're up!
Hey, faggot!
Sonic began with the traditional American greeting. He smirked.
Oh my god. The traditional American greeting is hey, faggot.
Yes. Did you not know this? You're an American, you dirty commie trader.
No, that's only West Virginia.
Dude, I had no idea that Dusty was that American. He calls Matt a faggot all the time.
Fair enough.
He's hardcore.
I'm gonna need to borrow that eagle of yours.
Lincoln placed his rugged digits upon Sonic's quivering face, performing a Vulcan mind meld upon him to fully learn what act of patriotic aggression he was planning. Abraham smiled and lightly nodded, tossing Sonic the keys to his eagle. No.
There's so much wrong with this sentence that I cannot
There's so much
explain
right.
how
What are
bad
you
this is.
talking about? The sweaty hedgehog climbed atop Freedom Song, the Lord of all Eagles, and effortlessly took flight into the sky. This winged horror swept down and consumed hundreds of velociraptors and their sodomous riders, driven slowly by its thirst for communist blood. The socialist spurge slave beneath screamed, begging for a mercy of which they could never receive. Sonic channeled all his hormonal rage into his axe guitar, an instrument that was wreathed with the sacred flames of Washington that could never be doused, and began his attacks. The hairy patriot ejaculated an innumerable amount of explosives from his XM-25 grenade launcher, righteously skewering the Marxist and Leninist fucklings flanking him.
Okay, can we read that last sentence again?
The hairy patriot ejaculated an innumerable amount of explosives from his XM-25 grenade launcher, righteously skewering the Marxist and Leninist fucklings flanking him.
That is the greatest Dude, that is just one of the greatest sentences I think I've ever seen.
I did not know that it would go this far.
Yeah, you kept talking of Dark Yagami. You should read this. Freedom Song soared over the largest prehistoric brood amongst this host, a beast who bore the title of nobility. Pube Slayer the Carrion Lord. Sonic leapt off his heavenly eagle steed and readied his blade, digging his guitar into the dinosaur's armored flesh and raking it all the way down his body. A tidal wave of crimson hellbeast blood showered over the battlefield, filling every orifice in Sonic's body with its fading life force. Pube Slayer let out one final roar as he fell, crushing a great throng of velociraptors under him and mangling their corpses beyond recognition. Mercenary Pooh convulsed with fear, blustering incoherently as he threw himself upon Abe Lincoln. Honest Abe laughed heartily and evaded all of Pooh's bedraggled strikes with ease. Abraham Lincoln then slapped Winnie the Pooh with his raging hard-on, knocking out all his teeth in one blow.
Oh my gosh.
I don't remember that from history class.
I'm tempted to write my own troll fic now.
Where was I? Something about slapping Pooh with a hard-on.
Fourth to last sentence.
Knocking all his teeth out in one blow.
Pooh pathetically scrambles across the ground to escape, splashing about in a puddle of his own blood and various other bodily fluids. Lincoln unsheathed his katana that was honed from the menstrual blood of purebred hellhounds and swiftly pinned the blade through Pooh's arm to keep him grounded.
Oh, sorry. You can still emerge with your life intact, ye foul hellspawn. Christopher Robin, renounce your worship of Karl Marx now, and I shall release thee.
Lincoln bellowed in a deep voice, displaying the legendary mercy and nobility characteristic of all sons of George Washington.
Enjoy this victory while you can, patriotic though tired. The flames of war are upon you. Karl Marx shall destroy every pocket of American resistance in this patriot fest. Your detestable biker brethren shall fall. Of all motherfuckers I've seen, you are to be the. Wait, what?
Read it again.
Of all the motherfuckers I have seen, you got to be the motherfuckerest.
You've got to be the motherfuckest. Says Winnie the Pooh.
Mercenary Pooh malignantly boasted like the hollering fuckmeister he truly was. Lincoln furrowed his brow in annoyance. He effortlessly lifted up Winnie the Pooh by the leg and hurled him into the sun above.
Yes!
Oh, bother!
Yes!
Pooh cried out in terror, instantly incinerated in the sun's corona. Sonic let out a small laugh as he scraped the dinosaur meat from his leather boots. The hedgehog turned to Lincoln and grinned.
So about that low resistance thing of yours, I think I'd like to join.
That's the end of chapter 3. It is now midnight. What shall we do now? Continue or...